Here's my hot take, Caleb. You put Prime Connor against Prime Ilya. I think Ilya sleeps him in the second round.
Ooh.
Hands down. I think slipping out of his hand.
Catch.
It's slipping out of his hand as
This team looks like they have the capabilities to make a dent in the playoffs.
and gets his belt back. I think he is the greatest flyweight of all time. To me, that was not Spurs basketball. It looked horrendous. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the 2-Minute Warning. I am your host, Tony2Beers. I am joined here with Nate the Great today. What's going on, Nate?
What's up, Tony? Hello, fellow viewers.
Caleb, the Stearns man, is busy today, but he will be back as soon as next week to give us his hot takes, because I'm sure today, when he listens to this episode, he might be a little hot, a little red hot, what we're going to talk about. But we'll jump straight into the NBA. The San Antonio Spurs put the lights out on the Sacramento Kings last night. Wembanyama with 22 minutes on 18 points in those 22 minutes. It looked like everybody got a piece of the pie. If you read the box score last night, they decimated Sacramento. I think they're up as many as 40 points last night from what I saw. But they're looking pretty good, Nate. They're looking pretty good.
They are. They're looking like they're going to win an NBA title this year. I'm telling you.
I don't know. The NBA title might be a little bit of a stretch, but that's just me, though, ladies and gentlemen. I am a Spurs fan, a diehard Spurs fan. But the way, you watch them play, and it gets me a little nervous watching them go in against the Clippers. They almost lost to the Kawhi-less Clippers. They do have Darius Garland, who's also a stud in their own right. But it gets me nervous watching them play teams like the Clippers, Golden State, Houston, maybe even the Lakers. The Lakers are 9-1 in their last 10 games. They haven't played the Spurs as of yet, or as of recent. Last time I think LeBron sat. I think Austin Reeves sat out as well. But
yeah, I don't think they play. They don't play them this rest of the season.
Yeah, they're done for. I think their matchups this season. The only time they would meet is potentially the playoffs. The Lakers, I think, are in the third spot so far.
Lakers are going to get swept in the first round. In my opinion, they are. Right now, as we speaking, they are currently supposed to go against the Timberwolves. And if you know anything about the Timberwolves, they have Ant-Man on that team.
You think the Timberwolves sweep the Los Angeles Lakers in the first round of the playoffs? That's crazy.
I think they do.
That's a crazy talk right there. I don't know if they sweep them. I think the Timberwolves have a chance of beating the Lakers, but
it's not going to go 7-game series. It'll go 5.
I think it'll go 5 or 6. 5 or 6. The Lakers are a lot stronger than what some people lead them to be. I mean, they're third.
They're old. They're old.
They're 9-1 in their
phys-
last 10 games.
They have no physical ability at all.
They have Luka. They have as much as I hate
Luka
saying
does not have any defense. This guy, every single time he goes to the paint, if he doesn't get the shot off, he's gonna call a foul. Every single time. There's a highlight reel of him just going and he's getting mad at the refs because he didn't get a foul. He has the most free throws in the NBA right now, and he still calls for fouls like that, which is ridiculous. And he has no defense. He cannot. As soon as they switch to defense, he just did not even just get on defense. So, and LeBron is old. He's old, and that team is always hurt. I swear, like when the Spurs went against them one time, the whole entire starting 5 was out.
I think they're doing the load management. When they play, I think they're going to be bright and healthy when the playoffs come. And with LeBron, as much as I am a Michael Jordan fan, I'd say he's the greatest of all time. No disrespect to LeBron. That's just my personal GOAT is Michael Jordan. I think what LeBron's doing is fantastic. I mean, he's playing basketball like he's 21 years old, and he's damn near, I think he is in his 40s already.
He's old.
But when that guy's on the court, he is a 5-star general on the court. He's on there with Luka and Anthony Bennett, DeAndre Ayton. They are, it's going to be tough with LeBron there. He has all the chess pieces, and he is a chess master when he's on the court. So I wouldn't say that's a sweep.
They are on a hot roll right now, but
yeah,
before that, they were like,
see who they were playing.
The previous before that, they were like 4 for 6. They're not consistent, in my opinion. I think they'll go to 5 games, maybe 6 max. But
the last teams they played the Rockets. They beat the Rockets 100 to 92.
We already know the Rockets.
They beat the Nuggets 127-125 in that overtime thriller. They beat the Timberwolves on March 10th 120-106. They beat the New York Knicks 110-97, and the Pacers 128-117. Yeah. They're on a hot streak against some of the best teams in the league right now, and you think they're going to get swept?
The
Rockets, in the first round is wild.
The Rockets. I give them props against the Nuggets. Knicks, no, not a good team. They're not gonna. Stephen A. Smith, if you hear me, I'm gonna slap you in the face because I don't think the Knicks are gonna go past the first round, because they're not. I mean, they're the same team as last year, and they got clapped by Indiana Pacers. So I don't think they're gonna go far in the playoffs. And the Lakers, I give them props. To beating the Nuggets. The Nuggets are a pretty hot team right now. But I just don't think they're not gonna get past the first round. I just don't think they're gonna get past the first round, especially against the Timberwolves, against Ant-Man. That guy is do not count him out in the playoffs, even if he's the 7th seed, even if he's the 8th seed. Do not count him out, because that guy he could sense your fear and he will use it against you. I think it's number one favorite player in the league right now.
Yeah, he is a fantastic player, but there's only one of him. Only one Anthony Edwards on that team.
They got Julius Randle.
Pull up their numbers.
They got DiVincenzo. They have a team that can get a deep run. And I think right now, as it is, they win against the Lakers and then they go against the Thunder. And then, they go against, right now, since they're the 3rd seed, they go against the Lakers and they win. They go against either San Antonio or the Clippers, and I'm standing on that. If they go against San Antonio, they're going to get the boot, because San Antonio's going to go all the way and get the chip this year. But the Thunder, it's going to be the Thunder versus the San Antonio Spurs in the conference championship, the West.
That's a tough to right now with the San Antonio Spurs doing what they're doing. That's tough to disagree with.
They do not have Julius Lou Williams, J-Dub. They don't have him on the team right now because has something in his injury on his leg. Forgot. With him not on the court, I genuinely think the Spurs will beat the Thunder in the conference championship. If he's playing, that'll be the greatest series of the playoffs against them too.
I think it's proven though that the San Antonio Spurs would beat the Thunder in the playoffs, as they were 3-1 against them in the regular season. 4-1 in the regular season. Excuse me. And that, I mean, I guess you technically don't really count the last game because they played the G League team, but I do think the Spurs beat the Thunder in the playoffs because Wembanyama just has so much hatred for Chet Holmgren. It's crazy to watch him play that team because he has a ferocity behind him when he's playing. My only problem is, yes, they can beat the Oklahoma City Thunder in a 7-game series. It's just these other teams that they're playing. Like I said, the Clippers, the Warriors. The Warriors, I don't think Steph Curry's coming back. So
yeah, he's out for the rest of the season.
They're lucky if that he's not playing, because if Steph Curry comes in the game they recently played against the Spurs, the Spurs will be 0-3 against the Golden State Warriors in the regular season. Steph Curry is a ridiculous man behind the 3-point line, and that's the San Antonio Spurs' weak spot, I think, is their 3-point defense. They can't defend the perimeter. They can't defend the outside shot. And
the last time we did play the Warriors was all the way back in November. And this team is completely different than it was in November, in my opinion. This team has made a drastic change. They got used to each other. They have chemistry now. They have all this shooting ability that they had at the beginning of the season that they didn't have. And I think if Steph Curry was to come back, I think they'd still beat him. But I think that made it go to like 6 games, 7 games. I don't know. It's a very tough series, especially just the first round. But they have the Clippers. I think Devin Booker, he's going to be out. I mean, he's they go against him as a 7th seed. I don't know.
The Suns you're talking about?
Yeah,
Devin Booker?
The Suns.
Yeah,
Devin
that's
Booker,
a tough team too.
But Devin Booker can't stay healthy, dude.
Yeah.
He gets hurt.
He is injury prone.
He's getting old.
But those teams that are on the same wavelength as the Spurs is what gives them trouble. With the exception of OKC, something about OKC, I think it's maybe Wemby's hate for Chet. He just wants to annihilate him on the highest stages. But you go against the Phoenix Suns, the Rockets, the Clippers, the Warriors, hell, maybe even the Lakers. It's going to be a tough series for the Spurs. One, because they're all young. They have no playoff experience. The coach, too, has no playoff experience. Mitch Johnson, he's been doing a good job. Sorry to our dad. If he's listening to this, he's a certified Mitch Johnson hater.
Yep.
But the young players, the rotation he has, it's great. It's a great rotation.
He's done a phenomenal job, in my opinion. Even Wemby talking about him like last night or the night before, he was telling that he's done a great job and he saw so much growth from last year to now. Because he only coached like 1/4 of the season last year. He didn't coach a full season.
Yeah, he had a whole offseason as well to get everything in
got used
order.
to everyone.
As well as the team with Darren Fox and Stefan Castle, all these young guys that came in, they all got in their bag this offseason. The one that I'm looking at is Carter Bryant. I mean, he didn't really do much last night, but he's still young. He's only 20 years old. He looks like a child. You watch him play, he looks like a kid against all these grown men.
He's a young phenomenon, I'm telling you. He's. I hope he stays in San Antonio because he's like Kawhi, in my opinion. He's going to be like Kawhi, terrible offensive bag. Right now, he's not terrible offensive bag, but he's growing and growing and growing. His defense is super good, and he's got some hops, dude. He can get up there. He can get up there with them lobs. Just seen a couple games.
He almost won the dunk contest.
Yeah.
If he makes that dunk in the dunk contest,
he won. Yeah, he won.
I think he wins the competition. But, I mean, he's a rookie. It's promising watching him play the game of basketball because the future is bright in San Antonio with those four.
They should keep the whole roster next year. Hopefully they keep the whole roster.
Except Harrison Barnes.
Harrison Barnes. You gotta go, get out of there. You break every single shot, but sometimes you don't, which is crazy. But you're shooting like Angel Reese out here, so I'm like,
yeah, damn. Yeah, he's Mr. 100%. Not so much anymore. He's a good veteran though to have in the locker room. You know, you have him, but
he is gonna bring that playoff presence because he was there with them boys back in Golden State in 2016, 2017. Those boys,
right.
Steph Curry, Klay Thompson. He has that what's it called? That mentality. He played 6 games. He was on that roster, if I'm pretty sure, 72-9 or 73-9 roster. Yeah, no, he definitely is gonna be able to give that veteran presence, especially Darren Fox leading his Sacramento Kings to the conference championship 4 years ago. I think those two are going to bring good experience, but hopefully he teaches them right.
I just hope Darren Fox gets in his playoff. He has that experience. I did forget about him. He has that deep run in the playoffs.
I mean, he led the Warriors. He led the Warriors to Game 7, one of the greatest conference championships, right? Western Conference championships. He led him to Game 7. Steph Curry. So I'm like.
And I hope he finds that spark again because honestly, I mean, the second half of the season he's been playing like Sacramento and De'Aaron Fox. The beginning of the season it was tough to see that, but I think it's just the way they utilize him. Maybe he doesn't have
back in Sacramento. He was taking like 20, 30 shots a night. Now he's not really taking those 20, 30 shots, and that's Wemby getting those 20, 30 shots, or Dylan Harper getting those 20, or Stefan Castle. Right now it's a good rotation, but like I'm just looking forward to the playoffs because that's how I want to see how Mitch Johnson takes this team to a whole nother level. Like some of these guys are gonna make a break in the playoffs. Like some guys completely turn around and become like one of the worst players in the playoffs, or they step up and they become a playoff run fanatic.
This is where the legends are made in the playoffs, the NBA playoffs here. Stars turn into all-stars, turn into superstars, and we'll see what the Spurs are made of when they go against. It looks like, well, we don't even know yet because they have a number of options with the play-in that will be taking place.
Right now it's the Clippers or Suns, whoever play in the play-in. There's only like 17 more games. Yeah. Something like that.
Just about 17 more games. They would be playing, come on, where are you at, NBA?
13 games, sorry.
Yeah, they'd be playing the Suns, the Clippers, I mean, potentially Warriors or Trailblazers with the play-in.
But honestly, the West is from that 3rd seed all the way to the 6th seed. It can be changed in 2 seconds.
Yeah, they're all one game apart, 2 games apart. And the play-in too. Well, now the Grizzlies are the closest. They're 44 losses. Blazers 36-35. So I want to say regardless, that's going to be the play-in tournament is those bottom 3 right there.
Yeah, no matter what, we're going to be going against the play-in team.
One of those teams for sure. Suns, Clippers, Warriors, Blazers.
Because we got the 2nd seed. There's no way they're going to come back from.
Yeah.
They're not going to get the 3rd. I don't know about the 1st seed because Thunder need to lose 3 games in a row.
Yeah, they're kind of hot right now, red hot, 9-1 their last games, and they passed their gauntlet of the schedule, so they're going to get number 1. We're going to get number 2, and the only time they'd play them is in the Western Conference.
Because I'm not complaining because I will be glad to play them in the Western Conference Finals. That is going to be game of the year.
But they do have that experience. I mean, they've been there before. They're
NBA
champions.
They're NBA champions, and everyone's glazing all these guys about them. They went Game 7 twice. Conference championship against the Nuggets and against the Pacers. So I don't know if they can do that again, to be honest. Yeah, they're really good. Yeah, Shea's an MVP candidate. Probably going to win MVP, to be honest. But I don't see them going against the Nuggets or going against the Timberwolves and it's like getting them in 5 games. They're gonna go against game. They're gonna play game 7, or they're gonna lose. Like I just don't see that. Like I don't think they took a step from here to next year, from last year, because they went 7 games in Nuggets, 7 games against the Pacers. They would. I'm gonna say it. They would have lost. They would have lost the championship if it wasn't for Tyrese Halliburton getting injured. He was gonna drop 40 on them. He already had like 2-3 threes in the first 5 minutes of the first quarter. That guy was gonna drop him, and he was gonna win an NBA title.
Dang, that's a big statement right there.
But
like, what if he doesn't fall down?
But he got hurt, so it's what if, but it didn't happen. So
I can see it because with the loss of him, I need to go and look what else they got rid of Pascal Siakam too. I think.
No, he's still on the team.
He is okay. Oh no, I'm thinking of Chris Middleton. Only Chris Middleton.
Schroeder.
But
Yeah,
but the Bucks to the
worst team in the league right now.
Mavericks.
They're literally the 30th ranked team.
Without him, they've only won 15 games. And to say that, who knows? Yeah, it's the biggest what if. You'll never know if they're going to win that NBA Finals with Tyrese Halliburton. But that guy is a phenomenal basketball player, a good floor general. We'll never know.
You never know. So it happened. You can't change it.
But I'm glad you bring up the East because those bad boy Pistons are back, ladies and gentlemen. 49-19. They're 5-5 in the last 10 games. But Cade Cunningham is
he was out for a couple games. I think 3 games.
Yeah. So. But that man, dude, is one hell of a baller.
I honestly think too that the Detroit Pistons are like the Pacers. They lose Cade Cunningham, they're done. They can't win. It's proven. The last 4 or 5 games they lost. They didn't have Cade Cunningham. They were terrible. Just like the Pacers, they don't have Tyrese. They're terrible. So like that's the bad thing of having a one go-to guy. That's why I think they may go to the finals. They may not. It depends. I think it's going to be the Knicks or the Boston Celtics with Jason Tatum back because
they have finals.
Yeah, they have multiple guys and they have multiple guys to choose from. Like they have Jaylen Brown, they have Jason Tatum, they have Derek White. New York Knicks have actually Mikal Bridges has not been that guy, but they have Jaylen Brown or Jalen Brunson. They have Josh Hart. They have
the Dominican Poppy
Cat. Oh my God, Cat. But like, they have only like Jalen Duren is on the Detroit Pistons, but that guy cannot have like an average 20 points a game. Like he just doesn't average that. So that's the bad thing of having one go-to guy.
Yeah, the New York Knicks are right there, 7-3 in the last 10 games. Boston Celtics are 7-3 in the last 10 games, 45-23. They have a close battle for the second seed right now. Boston sitting at 45-23, New York Knicks 45-25. Boston's number 2, New York Knicks are number 3. So they could possibly make a run for the second seed. I think Detroit's going to keep the first seed. I'm sure of it with only 13 games left in the season. Some noisemaker is Cleveland, the Cleveland Cavaliers. James Harden, Donovan Mitchell.
But James Harden's hurt. He's done for the season, pretty sure. He broke his pinky.
Let's see. Because if he's out, then that's
I saw
pretty much
sure he's out for the rest of the season.
Their season, dude. No, okay.
No, I think
I stand corrected, ladies and gentlemen.
They still got Donovan Mitchell, so I'm like,
yeah, we're able to take his game to the next level.
But Donovan Mitchell can't carry the whole team.
Let me see, Donovan. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think they got swept last year in the playoffs, didn't they?
They were out first round. Remember? I think it was against the Knicks, if I recall.
Oh, he's still playing.
James?
Yeah, he's playing through a non-displaced fracture in his right thumb sustained during the Knicks on February 24th. So he's playing but it says Evan Mobley is taking a heavier load. Whoa. But yeah, they got a good team. Evan Mobley. I always forget the guy with the afro. I always forget his name.
Jared Allen.
Yeah, Jared Allen. Donovan Mitchell, James.
They got a good roster. Yeah, I mean, it's not
the two of them alone, James Harden and Donovan Mitchell.
To survive in the East, that's not enough. That's not enough.
I don't know. I think that might be enough.
James Harden not 100%. It's not enough.
Let me see what it's on his non-shooting hand too. So that's kind of huge. But let me see. I want to say the Cleveland Cavaliers got swept by the Pacers last year. Let me see.
I wouldn't be surprised. The Pacers are 2025 Pacers was a crazy team.
No, they beat them 4-1. So they almost swept them. Yeah, Pacers won game 1, game 2, the last game 3, and they won game 4 and 5. So not really almost swept them, but I mean they beat them only like one game. I think Cleveland was on that insane hot streak last year too. They were like 30 games, 25 to 30 game win streak, and then they go and shit the bed against the Pacers. But now they have James Harden. Donovan Mitchell has the fire behind him after getting lost like that. I mean, come on. Like, the Cleveland Cavaliers could make a run all out of the East as well. New York Knicks, Detroit Pistons, Boston Celtics.
Miami is on that cut line
right there.
I think they may get it because with Bam Adebayo popping 83 points and then 8 points the next game. I don't know.
Shoot, I mean that was ridiculous. That 83 points.
83 points, 43 free throw attempts, 36 made.
I gotta ask because that's what I asked Stearns last, or did I ask him last pod? I think I asked him off podcast. But a lot of people are hating. Actually, no, I asked him off podcast. Yeah, because we saw these posts after it had happened. But people are really out here saying that his 83 points was not impressive at all.
I would like to see any normal person go in an NBA game and get 10 points.
I would like to see him get 2 points, 1 point in average person.
And now you get to 8 times that amount. 83 points is still 83 points no matter what.
I don't care how much you all glaze Kobe Bryant. Love Kobe
Love
Bryant.
Kobe. RP.
Rest in peace to that Mamba mentality.
He would be glad. He would be glad that someone broke it.
Yeah, he would be happy. The love of the game. He would be ecstatic that somebody broke his record.
83 points is ridiculous.
So no matter what people are saying, I think Bam Adebayo's. I mean, it's obviously better than Kobe's. You can't say it's not. I mean, you have Wilt's 100, and then Bam out-of-bodied. He out-of-bodied the goddamn team against
Washington should be dismantled in that new NBA expansion.
Points
bro.
Is ridiculous. Like that, no question about it. There shouldn't be anybody saying, "Oh, it was because he had 30, 40 free throws, whatever." It doesn't matter. He's still got 83 points. Like you said, I would like to see the average person in the world go into an NBA game and try to get 1 point, 2 points, even dribble the ball against these best in the world. Like, just get out of here with that nonsense. That's ridiculous to think that his 83 points don't count. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. There's people out there that are saying that.
83 points is ridiculous, dude.
I think I guess he's my brother-in-law now. I don't know what to call him, but my Ashley's sister's future husband sent me a video, and I hadn't seen it in a while, but it's Brian Scalabrine. He's talking to these guys at like LA Fitness. And they're like saying that, oh, we'll take you in this. We'll beat you in a 1-on-1 or whatever, or on the 5-on-5, whatever they're playing there in the LA Fitness. And he tells them, I'm closer to LeBron James than you are to me. And I think that's so relevant to the topic at hand right now because, yes, that's 100% accurate. These guys wouldn't make it a day in the league. So they play at the local park and average whatever how many points
against
they do.
5'4" players. Yeah. Against 5'5" players.
You put them in the best in the world, they're not going to do anything.
Guys that are 6 foot, the shortest of them are 6'3". That's short compared to these guys that are the best in the world. Yeah, and like I said, like I bet you they can't survive in a full 35 minutes in the game, dude.
Yeah, they won't last. They'll get out conditioned. You're right.
Yeah, they're not going to last.
It's crazy. It's crazy talk, but. Even with Bam's impressive 83 points, I don't. Where's Miami at in the standings? Number 7?
Number 7.
7, 8, 9, 10. That's a battle right there. 31, 31, 32, 34. Miami, Atlanta, 76. Goddamn Atlanta. I wish they would tank this year.
Yeah, Atlanta's popping off. They're like 11 games.
They're 10 in a row. Yeah, they had 10 of their last
10 game win
10
streak,
wins in the last
whatever.
10 games.
We have their pick, so I don't know if we're going to get a lottery pick this year.
Yeah, Orlando's making some splash too. 7-3 in their last 10. Orlando Magic, Paolo is over there doing his thing. Charlotte, those Charlotte Hornets are 7-3 as well, 35-34. Anything can happen here in this Eastern Conference as well. So it's exciting to see as there are, like you said, 13 games left in the season.
Yeah, 13.
That'll be a great bracket to look at whenever it comes through in fruition. But speaking of brackets, we got March Madness starting. I want to say Friday.
They just did. This starts today, I think, or at least the play-in.
Oh, yeah.
Or yesterday. Right. It was yesterday.
Yeah.
Because Texas beat South Carolina.
Yes.
To beat 11 seed.
North Carolina?
South Carolina, I think. I think it was South Carolina. Something like that.
Let me see. No, it's North Carolina. NC State, yeah.
NC State, yeah. State. But
11, yeah. They beat them by 2 points. Wow.
Yeah, so they're 11th seed in the March Madness.
Who is, I guess we can go by, I don't know. I haven't really kept up with college basketball much. This year or last year.
The Duke Blue Devils are gonna win that. I don't know actually.
You think so? They're the number 2. Didn't they get
number 1 seed?
They're the number 1 seed. I'm trying to pull up the number 1 seeds
or
the conferences right now.
They're the number 1 seed in the East.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're surprisingly the University of Houston did not get number 1 seed.
They got number 2, right?
They got number 2 seed. Yeah, they go against UConn if they go against each other. It's because UConn or not UConn. What team was number 1? I think it may be UConn. I'm not too sure, but that kid Kingston Flemings is gonna be one hell of an app. He's gonna be local San Antonio brother. He went to Brennan. Fun fact: I actually played flag football with him about 15 years ago when I was 5 years old. Yeah, my brother from another mother. Yeah, no, that kid is something special. He's gonna be a top 3 pick in the draft this year. But it's gonna be them. I think it's UConn number 1. I don't know, but I think it's gonna be them because Duke goes against Houston in the Final Four if they go against each other. Mm-hmm. I think that's when Duke will knock them out. But I want Houston to win it all, but Duke is too powerful right now. Dude, they got Cam Boozer, Carlos Boozer's son. That guy's gonna be a first-round pick, second-round pick maybe, or second overall pick. But those guys look unstoppable right now.
Yeah, we'll make sure. We'll see if we can find that picture of you and Kingston Flemings in flag football. They were champs in the
national champions.
But yeah, it looks like if I'm reading this correctly, I'm trying to find the seeds, but there's no fucking bracket that I can find here.
I just look up on March Madness right now.
Like you got the here we go. East, like you said, number 1 Duke, or in the East, Duke is number 1. In the South, UConn's number 1. Like
UConn.
Said. Midwest, Michigan. West, Arizona. And there we go. Houston is number 2 in their respected division as well, taking on Portland State. UConn's taking on Howard, they're taking on Howard. I saw that they just won. But I think
it's you said UConn's number 1.
Yeah, that's why I'm like I don't know.
No, that's the female bracket. UConn is not number 1. It's actually they're number 2.
Okay. Oh yeah, this is the female bracket.
Because East, that's
what we're talking about. I thought we were talking about the female bracket.
No.
Wait, are you sure? Because I don't.
No, Duke is number 1.
I don't see UTSA. UTSA's women's team.
16th seed. Yeah, they're the 16th seed.
I guess this is just not accurate.
Maybe last year, because UConn did not get number 1 seed this year. They got 2nd seed.
Okay. Well, then, who do you think would you say is going to win it all? Do you think Duke's winning it all? Is what you said?
I think Duke's coming out the East.
But who?
I think Arizona's coming out the West.
Who is winning the entirety of this?
I'm not going to say that Florida back-to-back, even though they have an unstoppable year, or unstoppable at least second half. Because first half they were like had 6 losses in the first. They were 6-6 at the beginning of the year, and then they absolutely went on a winning streak. They didn't lose a single game for the rest of the season, maybe one, I think. But right now, I got to say the Duke Blue Devils are going to win. They just look unstoppable, and I think they're going to go against They're probably going to go against Arizona. 2 number 1 seeds going against each other in the national championship.
Damn. That's tough. There's so many. Yeah, you're right. UConn's number 2. I think...
I hope there's some upsets.
I've only been keeping up with college basketball like this whole past month. My pick overall, this is just right off the rip, so just don't come for me when I make this pick here, ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go.
I think St. John's is going to go all the way, and I think St. John's is going to win the national championship in Indianapolis.
St. John's, number 5 seed?
Number 5 seed St. John's going to go all the way. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
The Cinderella run.
Cinderella story, something in the air. 316, Austin 316 a couple days ago when I saw their number. I think St. John's is going to make it all the way to the national championship, and I think they are going to take the hardware home in 2026 in Indianapolis. They will be taking on, I don't know who they're going to play. I can't make that.
You do realize as soon as they get out to the Sweet 16, they got to go against the Duke Blue Devils.
You do realize they're going to beat Duke too, right?
I would agree on you at least going to the championship if they're in a complete different bracket.
What if Duke loses on the way there?
They're not going to lose to a 16th Siena seed. If they do, that is ridiculous.
It is March Madness for a reason.
No, there's
St. John's is going all the way, ladies and gentlemen.
Never. I think only one time there's been an upset for the 1 versus the 16th seed. I can see UConn losing to Furman more than Duke losing to the 16th seed.
I want St. John's. Papa John's, St. John's, Duke John's.
If anything, I think Michigan loses to Howard in the 16th seed.
Yeah, I could see it, but Michigan also has a good program from what I've been looking at.
I haven't
Howard just won. They just won for their respected spot.
Yeah, but too bad they have to go against a number 1 seed.
Fuck yeah. Florida though, why does it say that they don't have anybody? Oh, they haven't played yet, huh? Yeah, they'll find out who they're playing tonight, I think.
I think today, yeah.
Yeah, today.
Because the first round is tomorrow or 17th. The 17th.
I want to say A&M would go all the way because I love I'm a graduate at Texas A&M University San Antonio, the sister school of the Texas A&M. But something tells me St. John's is the team to roll with, and that's what I'm gonna pick, ladies and gentlemen.
You should put like $5 on them.
You should.
$5 on them.
St. John's is gonna be the upset of the year. And people are going to laugh at this TikTok when they see it across their feed, tell me to sell my podcast equipment. They're going to tell me to get rid of everything. But when St. John's wins, I'm going to roll this clip, and then we'll see when that
Let's see. Let's look at the odds of St. John's winning. St. John's has a 2% chance of winning. So if you put $25 on them, you win $1,169 if they win.
Oh, my God. They're going to win, dude. Ladies and gentlemen,
2% chance of winning.
Make those picks. Make that money line.
Duke has a 20% chance of winning.
Duke has a 20% chance?
Yeah. And then right behind it is Michigan and Arizona and Florida. Houston has a 7% chance of winning.
I like Houston just because he got Kingston Fleming's a guy.
That program is not to be slept on. That is one of
they were just in the Final Four.
They went to the national championship last year. They lost to Florida, unfortunately, but still.
Yeah, Florida was.
They went all the way to the national championship.
Just to get there, go through all these bracket and then make it to the Final Four and then to the national championship. They upset. Who did they beat? Didn't they upset Duke? Or who beat Duke?
No, they were Houston beat Duke, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Houston beat Duke
Florida,
to get to the championship because
it was all 4 number 1 seeds in the Final Four.
Yeah, they played Auburn. Auburn beat Duke, I think.
No, because they would have been the national championship. I think it was Houston. It's either one of the two. Either Florida beat them or Houston beat them.
2025 Final Four. I'm pretty sure. Oh, you're right. Houston beat Duke. 76-7. Florida beat Auburn.
The odds. There's a 23x, a 16th seed to win a game in the round 64.
It's happened before.
A 3.9% chance of happening.
It's happened plenty of times. I would put money on it. I wouldn't right now.
$5 gets you $117.
Shit, $5. What's $5? You wipe your ass with $5, no?
Yeah, nowadays, what you do.
Yeah. How much? What did you say? What's the odds?
A 23x.
If you just pick any six, it just
says any 16th seed. There's only 4. Only
right.
A 16th seed to win.
Wow. What happens if multiple 16 seeds win?
I don't know. You just needed to win.
One. Okay, so one has to hit.
I saw this clip on TikTok about 2 guys putting 2 16th seeds in the national championship against each other.
What is the pay off for that?
No, he just made a bracket because he just made a bracket of the 2 16th seeds going against each other in the national championship, which is literally impossible.
Has that ever happened? A 16th?
No, never happened.
Are you sure?
The farthest a double digit team. There's no double digit team that has gotten to the national championship before. There's been St. Peter's was pretty good. I think they got to the elite. They were a 11th seed, 12th seed. St. Peter's went all the way to the elite 8. Yeah,
there's never been a 16 seed in the NCAA men's national championship game, let alone 2. A 16 seed has defeated a 1 seed twice in tournament history. Oh fuck! No wonder that.
Yeah,
twice. I thought it was
in history.
I thought it was a little bit higher. In 2018 and 2023. Yeah, maybe don't put $5 on that, ladies and gentlemen. Don't listen to us here at the 2-minute warning. As far as money lines go, NFL though, you gotta listen to me because I'm a fantasy football champion. I haven't got my belt background, but it's definitely there. But yeah, the St. John's basketball organization, the team, they're going to the Final Four and they're going to win the national championship. You heard it here first at the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, St.
Book
Peter's,
it, ladies and gentlemen.
St. Peter's was the one that went all the way to the elite 8, and they are.
Wasn't that recent, St. Peter's?
It's 2020.
Yeah, a couple of years ago.
I think it's not 23. 22, I think.
I remember hearing the noise about them.
They were a 15th seed.
That's wild, bro. That's wild. Hell,
15th,
shout out.
15th seed going all the way to Elite 8 is ridiculous, dude.
Well, Tamusa, Texas A&M University San Antonio's women's basketball team got invited to hang on, ladies and gentlemen, let me refresh. It is the NAIA national tournament. But they got invited after going to their championship. Shout out to Musa, all right, in the chat. They got invited to the national tournament because they went to their championship and their respected conference. Went to the national tournament and beat a number 2 seed, upsetting them in the first round of 64 or however many teams are in the NAIA. Went to the second round and they lost by 23 points, but they still beat. I mean, it happens, ladies and gentlemen. If you have the grit and I honestly think I want to start watching more college basketball. So sorry that I don't, as I'm making a random pick at St. John's, but I feel the passion is so high in college basketball, college football, any college sport.
It's only one game.
Over the professional sports. Because I feel when you get to that level, I mean, I don't know how it feels because I've never gotten to that level of profession at a sport, but I feel like you could lose the passion and the drive. You get paid millions of dollars to do what you love, so props to you for doing it. But when you're in school, there's just something about you're
trying
your
to
alma mater.
get to the new next level, basically.
Your alma mater behind it. It's just a lot. It's more special as it's
you're playing for
close
that
to heart
talent.
for you. You know. So I think I gotta start watching it more. But St. John's, ladies and gentlemen, I know I keep saying it, they're gonna win national championship, 100%.
2% chance. Win.
But we'll see. We will see what happens in the NCAA men's bracket, as we still have to wait for the bracket to finish up tonight. It'll be done, and then tomorrow, I want to say, is when they start. But we'll move on to a little bit of the PGA Tour. The Players Tournament was over this past weekend, and Ludwig Aberg, I never say his last name right.
Ludwig Oberg.
I don't know what happened. He was leading the tournament the entirety of the weekend, no? And then Sunday he shot a +4.
Yeah, he
sucks.
over. He's the worst player in the league right now. Oh, Ludwig Oberg, when I see you in 5 years when I'm on the PGA Tour, I'm going to slap you because you didn't sign my autograph ball.
Dang. Slapping for no autographs.
Because you ignored me. Even though you went to Texas Tech, I still hate you. And I knew you were going to choke because I was praying on your downfall. And I knew you were going to do it because I put money against you, and I
Sweet
still
baby
lost
Jesus.
against him.
He's talking to the baby Jesus.
But he was leading by 3 strokes at the beginning of the tournament. On the round 4, before he teed off, he was 13 under. This guy finished, I'm pretty sure, like 7 under. He had a terrible back nine. He was just absolutely terrible. He looked like he was an average golfer playing there. This guy was slicing his driver in the water. I'm like, dude, you're a disgrace. You're a disgrace to the PGA Tour. You should not be here anymore.
Ludwig, sorry, man. That's some harsh words from a non-signed autograph ball. And Matt Fitzpatrick fell short against Cameron Young. Fitzy shot 4 under on the last day for a total of 12 under. Cameron Young won with only by 1 stroke, 13 under. That's tough. Xander Schauffele was right there, too, 11 under.
Love Matt Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, he's a stud, man. I'm surprised Scottie Scheffler didn't make a
honestly, Scottie Scheffler has been on a downhill in his career, in my opinion. He's just not there this year. I don't know what's happening, what's the problem, but you never can count him out at the Masters. He's won 2 of them, so we'll see what he does coming up in the Masters.
Yeah, that's only a couple of weeks away, actually.
Yeah,
in April, we'll be in Augusta National seeing the best of the best play. And I don't know if you saw the clip that I sent you a couple weeks ago, but Tiger Woods, some guy asked him, have you counted out not playing the Masters? And he said, no, not yet.
I don't know.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Tiger Woods could be coming back and playing in the Masters tournament. I got to say, if he just plays one tournament every year, 1 year, I hope it's the Masters. I hope he puts himself in contention every year to win that.
He's gonna play
jacket.
He's gonna play 2 rounds. If he makes the cut, he's not gonna play in the cut because I don't think he's gonna. He's too old. He can barely walk. Like even on these, he didn't even play in his home tournament or his tournament that he hosts. The Genesis, but he's too old. He can't walk that much, especially when you have to walk for 4 days straight. If he makes the cut, which I don't know if he'll make the cut, but man, I wish he would win again just like he did in 2019. That'd be crazy. But who knows? He could be counting in.
Yeah, I think that would be absolutely insane. Tiger Woods making a run at the green, even making the cut, like you said, would be fantastic at that age. I mean, winning another green jacket would be. I mean, he's just further cementing himself as the greatest golfer of all time, and he, I think I'm just hoping too much for Tiger Woods if he was to come back and perform in the Masters tournament. But I don't know, man. I don't know who would have a better shot at winning right now. The Masters. I mean, obviously you got Scotty. Rory just is off his win last year. Phil Mickelson, Phil Mickelson, lefty still out there.
I think those guys are all not counted for. Like all the live golfers, besides Bryson DeChambeau, I think all those guys are just they're not that into it anymore. I feel like
They got paid. They got paid now. They
Bryson
wanna-
DeChambeau though, he always wants it. He wants it more than anything. So he'll make a run. I don't know if he'll make it. He'll make a deep. I think he'll be in the top 10 in the Masters. I don't know if he'll win it this year. I don't know who's gonna win this year, to be honest. It's kind of all of. I hope Akshay Bhatia wins it, the Masters.
Mhm.
I
He
think
gets an invite, right? He'll get invited.
he already got invited.
He
He
did?
He
Okay.
played last 2 years in a row.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know he was in the Masters.
I hope he does a good job. I may just put money on him winning because he has a low chance.
He's always in the top.
Yeah,
He's top 13 at the Players. Finished tied 13th.
Yeah, he's doing something. I like him. I like him a lot. He's like 24 years old too. He's young.
I like Victor Hovland. I mean, he shot a +2 on the fucking last round of the Players, but I mean, hell, man, the Players, that TPC Sawgrass is no joke. That 17th hole, 18th hole with all the water on the left,
Yeah, the Players is a tough course.
I would just drop, dude. And then you got hole
Bay
17.
Hill is
that fucking
Bay Hill eats
par
you up
3.
alive. Yeah.
That's tough. That is tough. But Augusta is just as tough as these courses. So if they can't show out there, I mean, hell, the narrow fairways just right off the first hole at Augusta. I don't even know what I would just putt. I would just putt the entirety of the course. But yeah, those greens too. I mean, I can't even play on the goddamn Hyatt course here. Grant, I can't even imagine playing it at a Masters Augusta.
They're like
that's tough.
glass rolling on there. It's tough.
Yeah, toughest course. One of the toughest courses. I don't want to say the hardest course in the country, but definitely up there. I mean, hell, maybe it is the
Wow.
hardest in the country.
Phenomenal course though.
Yeah, beautiful. I heard it's not all that around Augusta though. You go to Augusta and
Yeah,
only the
it's like-
course is nice.
It's that little bubble.
It's like a little, it's a little bubble, and then everything else outside of that course is just kind of trash. That's what I've heard. I don't know. If you're from Augusta, let me know in the comments. But I heard it's just a course, and everything else is absolutely disgusting when you leave the property. But yeah, hopefully Tiger. I mean, I would be ecstatic if one of the old guys won. Tiger, Phil. I would be ecstatic if a live guy won, to be honest. I mean, I don't mind the live guys. I think they're pretty cool.
Dustin Johnson.
I do think, though, they lost their fire when they got paid because they're not having to perform for their money.
I mean, I would too. I mean, you're getting paid millions of dollars. It just who wants it more? All those guys already had a career. They've already had to. They've won their majors.
Yeah.
They've won everything.
Yeah.
Except someone like Bryson DeChambeau, who is still on his peak of his career right now, who hasn't accomplished everything yet.
Yeah.
But like Phil, DJ, Cam Smith, who else? Who else is out there? Sergio Perez. All those guys already had a career.
I can't believe Cam Smith, though, was...
That guy has been on the low radar for a while. I haven't heard about that guy in a while.
He was so good, dude. He was so good on the PGA Tour, and then he switched to live, and I haven't heard from him in quite some time. Like you said, been on the radar.
I mean, would you want? It's like that. Like I think it was one of them said. That, would you like to work less and get paid more? No one's gonna say no to that. Like would you want to go to your job less and get paid more? Like it's that easy.
Yeah, I agree. They don't have to perform. They got paid. They don't gotta fight for making the cut and getting paid. So, yeah, I mean, it's tough. It's tough to see. But it's still there, lives there. PGA, I thought they had a merger and they were going to do something, but, nothing's really come to fruition from that. But we'll see,
Speaking of the guy, I hope Brooks Koepka wins the Masters. My guy. Brooksy. That guy is, he's playing like crap.
Yeah, he's playing like trash, dude.
I think I want that guy to win more than anyone in the world. He's seen my Instagram stories before. He's liked one of my Instagram stories, so I hope the guy wins.
Brooks Koepka, you heard it here. This might blow up for you. Brooks Koepka, you have your number one fan.
He's winning a major.
He just played in the Puerto Rican Open, I think, didn't he?
He played in the Players.
Oh, he did play in the Players? Okay. No, I'm thinking of John Daly's son. He played in the Puerto Rican Open. And he got...
Let's look at Brooks Koepka.
John Daly, oh man, he shot a +2. He's finished tied 37th. John Daly's son, so that's not bad. Love to see the goat's son, playing in the tourneys. Brooks Koepka, where are you at? Did he even make the cut?
Yeah, he made the cut, if I recall.
Let's see, Brooks Koepka and the Players tournament. He tied 13th at the Players.
Yeah, he did pretty
One
good.
under, yeah, that's really good. He's not playing as bad as we thought.
He was before.
When he came back. But he just feels rusty, He's rusty. He's playing back on the PGA Tour, and you said he's not getting paid.
He's getting used to it. Yeah, he's not getting paid. He's playing at a pure love of the game.
That's crazy to be back in the PGA just to make that.
And that's why I think he's going to win one of the majors this year. I'm saying it. He's a 5-time major winner. He's gonna get 6. I'm telling you.
He's a stud. I think, yeah, he has a good chance. If he plays like that in the biggest stages of the world, he could have a run.
He's in contention.
At a
Scotty Scheffler, I hate to say it, but yeah, you don't count him out in the Masters.
I don't count that guy out ever, dude.
He's not having a good year this year. He's not having a good year. Unless he changes it around like within the next week. I hope he comes to Valero. Hope he comes to Valero Texas Open. Be cool.
I think it's just he's on a pedestal. We all put him on a pedestal.
Yeah, he is.
He had one of the greatest years.
When you're getting talked about
year.
Getting close to Tiger, or at least within his record of being number 1 in the world. He's been number 1 in the world since 2022, I think. Scotty. He would have to at least have like another decade to match Tiger, how long he's been world number 1. But like, they're still getting talked about 24/7, the best player in the world, ranked number 1. That's gonna mess with your mind, dude. Because once you're number 1, what is there to do after that? Like you can't keep climbing the ranks.
Keep winning. I just think that people will put him on a pedestal, and that's why he hasn't. I mean, he's still playing great golf, but it's just not the golf that we saw last year. He's not winning as much as he did last year. Yeah. So I think, I mean, no matter what major he's in, you can't count him out, especially at Augusta. He's always close, in homing in on getting another green jacket. I wouldn't be surprised if he won. Honestly, he could be my pick.
He's a top.
Not yet, though. I don't know if he's my pick for the Masters. I don't know what my Masters pick will be.
He's a top 5 pick, I think.
We'll see after this weekend at the Valspar tournament. We'll see who's going to be my pick for the Masters. But that is interesting. We'll see how it all shapes out when Augusta time is here. We got a lot of trades in the NFL. The one I just saw this before the start of this pod was not Justin Fields. Justin Fields went to Kansas City, though. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I did see that.
That's pretty freaking ridiculous.
He's probably going to be starting there, I think.
No, he might, because Patrick Mahomes
is dead.
Yeah, Jalen Waddle went to the Broncos. That's what
Jalen Waddle from the Dolphins.
Yeah, that's kind of a good home for him, I think, with Bo Nix.
I think the Broncos. I mean, if they find a quarterback, because Bo Nix is hurt right
Still
now.
hurt, yeah. But a lot of these athletes are recovering so quick.
He's got glass ankles, though. He doesn't have good ankles, dude.
We'll see those stem cells and all this treatment that these guys have.
If he's healed and he's like playing like he was in the playoffs,
yeah,
then I think that team is gonna win the title.
I think, though, the crazy thing about all that is it's just, I can't, like, going back to what I was saying, that these athletes recover so quick, so I wouldn't be surprised if, maybe not Patrick Mahomes, because I think he tore his ACL, right?
Yeah, that's Achilles. He's done for at least a year.
That's tough.
At least a whole year, yeah.
Hollywood Brown is over there, too, in Kansas City. I'm sorry, he went to Philadelphia, the Philadelphia Eagles. That's another trade that we saw. I think that's a good addition for Jalen Hurts in that Philly lineup.
I like how we have a bunch of these good players going to these teams. The Dallas Cowboys does not want to do that. They want to trade. What's his name? They want to trade the D-line.
Yeah, Osa Odigizua. They got rid of Osa Odigizua for a couple of picks.
I'm like, dude, what are you doing? We need defense. We need defense. Like, we have the best offense. They have the best offense. They're the best offense in the league. Their stats prove that. It's just the defense. Defense wins championships.
They're the best offense in the league.
They're a top 2. They're top 2.
Top 3, top 10. Statistically, yeah, they were number 2 last year.
So I'm like,
but you can have all the stats in the world, but if you don't make the playoffs, what does that even mean? You know,
I mean,
the defense was horrendous. Possibly, I've said this on the pod before. That is if not the worst defense of the decade, it is going to be in contention. When the 2020s are all said and done, ladies and gentlemen, Dallas Cowboys defense of 2025 could be in the running for worst defense of the decade.
2 years ago, they were the number 1 defense in the league. 2 years ago, and now it's just we trade all the players away. Like Jerry Jones is retarded, dude.
Yeah, Jerry Jones. But I don't know. This offseason, he's kind of making some good moves. He's doing everything that he needs to do. They hired that defensive coordinator. He was from Philly, the secondaries coach in Philadelphia. I think the secondary from Philadelphia was pretty wild. I mean, they did have those guys, Cooper DeJean, and the guy that just went to Houston. I'm forgetting his name right now. Was a safety.
Saw on that top scoring
for Philly. But that secondary was phenomenal. And the hiring of that gentleman in the Dallas Cowboys defense is going to light a fire under them. Their defensive line is shaping up to be pretty good. I mean, yeah, we lost Osa Odigizua, but we have some key pieces there. We still have God damn it, I forget these guys' names that we picked up from the New York Jets last year. But we need to fix our corners. We got a safety as well. I'm forgetting all these guys' names, man. which isn't good because they're good additions.
The fact that we don't know their names says a
Yeah.
lot. It says a lot about the team.
Yeah, their offense though, like you said, I mean, we re-signed Javonte Williams.
They
We
franchise
are
tag George
franchise tag George
Pickens.
Pickens. So the offense on any given day can be one of the best defenses best offenses in the league.
But
We have the best kicker in the
if
league.
they're allowing them to score, we're just going back to back. Like, you need a defense to win a championship. You need defense.
Kobe Durant, that's who we got from over
Kobe
in
and-
the corner.
Kobe Bryant and Kevin Durant's mixed jeans.
We got safety PJ Locke. Sam Howell, the backup quarterback. The quarterback who used to play for the Redskins. I think he played for Philly as a backup as well. Jalen Thompson is a safety. We're signing some good here.
I just hope
Rashad Gary.
they mold.
Rashad Gary is there. I hope they mold, and I have faith in the defensive coordinator that they're hiring. But they don't have an easy schedule. I've said this on the pod multiple times leading up to today. The schedule next year for the Dallas Cowboys could be potentially one of the hardest in the league. They're playing the NFC West alone. That's just tough. Their entire division almost the entire division went to the playoffs. Two of them were in the NFC Championship last year in the Los Angeles Rams and Seattle Seahawks. And then you got to play the AFC South, the best defense in the league, hands down, Houston Texans. CJ Stroud, though, is going to CJ Stroud. If the
CJ
Cowboys
Stroud
defense-
is his.
Sorry, Caleb. Sorry, Stearns. But, yeah, CJ Stroud's going to CJ Stroud. But, I mean, if the Cowboys don't fix their defense.
That's if that guy's the starting quarterback next year.
But you see the Dallas Cowboys make quarterbacks look like MVP form. Look what Russell Wilson did to the Dallas defense last year. Threw for over 400 yards. It looked like prime
But
Russell Wilson.
that also was Malik Neighbors. Malik Neighbors was Malik Neighbors.
CJ Stroud. I mean, it's the fact that the cornerbacks are ass. CJ Stroud can still have a phenomenal game against that Dallas Cowboys defense if it stays the same. At least the secondary. If the secondary stays the same, which we've already gone over, is not the same team as it was last
The
year.
Houston Texans is a good representation of how our main defense wins championships.
Yeah,
But not because we can have all the offense in the world, but if we don't have a good defense, we're gonna suck. But if you don't have an offense too, you can suck too, because CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans, look what happened in the playoffs, man.
Sorry,
And
Stearns.
Look what happened in the playoffs. Like,
Yeah, we said that last pod.
CJ
It's
Stroud
tough.
turned into at least a high school quarterback, bro. Not even a high school quarterback, a freshman quarterback. So
Yeah, I told that to Stearns last pod that you put in Davis Mills. I think the Texans still lose, but it's a different game for sure. I mean, turning the ball over 4
you never
times.
know. You could just throw him in there, see what happens.
Holy, man, that's just tough.
Just
I mean, but the same thing happened with the Bills. Josh Allen turned over the ball 3 times in the first half of the game too against the Broncos. Against the
Wow.
Broncos. So, he's too busy. Yeah, it's just wild, dude. It's wild how the NFL shapes out, and hopefully the Dallas Cowboys can figure out their mess that they have in their secondary. But Justin Fields to the Chiefs, I think, is a good little addition because, like you said, Patrick Mahomes out for quite some time and tore his ACL.
Probably a year, to be honest. I don't know how long he's gonna be out.
They do recover quick these days. A lot of these
ACL
players.
is nothing to be messed with, though. It's like you'll be lucky to be back by middle of the season.
Yeah, I wonder what his recovery is like right now or how he's doing. But we got to check his ACL, see how his recovery is working. Because if he's looking okay, then full fuck. I mean, maybe he makes his return this year. Let's see, Patrick injury.
ACL is
Will Chiefs QB return for Week 1? What just feels training means for. Bad news. Huge losses. He continues to recover from ACL and LCL injuries. God, he's got 2 of them he's dealing with. Yeah, he's probably not going to be back this year. Unless they somehow make the playoffs, he's not going to be back.
yeah. It's those ACL injuries are not to be messed with. Just like Tyrese Halliburton, Jason Tatum, though, that guy has recovered really fast. I don't know how. Oh no, he tore his Achilles, if I recall. ACL is completely different. They could end your career.
Yeah, that's, hopefully not the case for Patrick Mahomes. But
Well, it's not like if his career ended right now, he doesn't accomplish anything.
Nah, yeah, I know. It
He's
just sucks to see the players.
3-time champ, 4-time, no 3-time, right?
I think 3-time, but it's tough to see these athletes' career end at account of injury. I'd rather than just end on their own free will. It doesn't look good. Doesn't look good for him returning. So I think that's why they're adding Justin Fields to have at least him as a backup. He's just a starting quarterback. Would you say Justin Fields? I would say yeah.
I mean,
he could be a
a
starting
good
quarterback in the NFL for sure. Versus picking up somebody that's
like the Titans.
I don't even remember who the backup quarterback was for the Chiefs. Gardner Minshew, I think, was the backup last year when Patrick Mahomes tore his ACL. I don't remember, but we'll see. The NFL season is going to be exciting with all these trades going on this off season. So hopefully, the NFL season comes quick.
We got a couple more, like 6 months.
Yeah, we got a while. We got a while before anything happens, but it's exciting. We got the draft coming up soon as well, so that'll be cool. UFC, we had what happened over the weekend here? We had Josh Emmett taking on Kevin Vallejos.
No name title fight.
He lost. Josh Emmett got knocked out in the first round. Jillian Roberts is on I want to say a hot streak right now. She'd be Amanda Lemos decision fight. Anything else happened on the preliminary main card?
The light heavyweight title is coming up.
Yeah, that's later on in Australia. No, it's in New York.
I thought, it's in like.
Oh no, I'm sorry. No, it's in April. Yeah, you're right. Yuri
April.
Prohaska and Carlos Olberg taking on for the vacant light heavyweight belt. I don't know where that's at. That's gonna be it's a dual title fight. It looks like it's better than the White House card. That's what we said last podcast. Joshua Fan's defending his belt against Tatsuro Taira.
Because it's lightweight.
Flyweight. They're flyweight.
Right?
And then the light heavyweight title is Carlos Olberg and Yuri Prohaska.
The White House card's still good because it has Ilia Topuria. Honestly, hot take. I think Justin Gaethje knocks out Ilia Topuria.
Why are you laughing?
Because that's never gonna happen. I'm just joking.
Yeah, that's a freaking hot take, dude. Ilia Topuria.
That's like one of one. Ilia Topuria's gonna knock him out, dude.
The what's the word I'm looking for? The times, whatever. What do you call it when it's times 20, times 30? The odds that Justin Gaethje beats Ilia Topuria
or
knocks him out.
One in like 1,000.
Yeah, one in like 1 million, I would say, to knock out Ilia Topuria. There's just no way. Ilia Topuria is red hot right now.
He's 17-0. He's gonna be 18-0. Dude. He posted on the story. He said he's already 18-0.
And I think Justin Gaethje is a phenomenal fighter. We said this
he's old though. He's kind of old. He's old.
But it's Ilia Topuria.
Ilia Topuria is not. I don't know. He's in his prime. I think he's at the beginning of his prime right now.
Yeah, I'll say that. He's like in his 30s.
Beginning of his. He's like 30, 31, something like that. But he's at the beginning of his prime right now. Justin Gaethje is just in his way.
He's 29. Yeah, he's 29.
Because Islam does not want to fight him.
So he's approaching his prime. It's scary.
Islam does not want to fight him.
I don't know. I think he missed weight, or not missed weight, with the whole Bilal Muhammad when he lost to Jack Della, JDM. Everything happened where Islam's going to move up. But,
If when Ilia Topuria knocks out Justin Gaethje in the first round at the 2-minute, 15-second mark, I think he should be the best pound-for-pound fighter in the UFC right now, not Islam. Because right now it's Islam.
Yeah, Islam's number one because he got that welterweight belt.
Ilia got the second, but I think he should be number one once he knocks out Justin Gaethje.
We'll see.
I don't know why he wouldn't be.
Ilya's playing. Yeah, he's a stud. If once he gets, like you said, he unifies his belts, the interim champ belt and then his lightweight belt, then yeah, I don't know. That's tough. Those two are so good. Islam, Makhachev, and
that's a good fight. That should have been the White House card right there.
I think at the end of the year, as long as Alex Pereira takes out Cyril Gane and Tom Aspinall is clear to fight, and if Alex Pereira wins that heavyweight belt at the end of this year, then he 100% should be the number one pound-for-pound fighter
he should.
In the world.
I think
a 3-time division champ, first in history, would be ridiculous.
That'd be a crazy kind of card, to be honest, towards the end of this year. If it was Alex Pereira versus Tom Aspinall.
That would have to be. They have 6 months. Well, I don't know because it's only 6 months.
Either that or the beginning of January. But it'd be Tom Aspinall versus Ilia Topuria. Or not Ilia Topuria, Alex Pereira.
Well, I think he said it.
And Ilia versus Islam.
He said it. Tom Aspinall said already that he's going to take the winner between Alex Pereira and Cyril Gane. Because he wants to get Cyril Gane back. He wants to get his lick back after he got poked in the eye by Cyril.
Yeah.
Which I don't think was intentional. I don't know. But sometimes you watch these fighters and their hands are just like clawing at people's hands.
I mean, you get hit in the eye. You have actual surgery and everything. And can't do anything about that. He can't.
Yeah, that's tough.
Like if it's on purpose, if it's not on purpose, you can't fight.
Yeah, that's a tough one there. That is a tough one.
But yeah, no, in January it should be Ilia Topuria versus Islam and Alex Pereira versus Tom Aspinall. That should have been the White House card once that happens, because I think it's gonna happen. Alex Pereira's gonna knock him out, and then Ilia's gonna knock out Justin Gaethje in the first round. So
yeah, you gotta. That's the one I was talking about. That was in New York. Khamzat Chimaev's taking on Sean Strickland. So what Sean Strickland did in Houston was enough to get him a title shot against Khamzat Chimaev, who's 15-0 in the UFC. Great wrestler.
Oh yeah, I saw the title fight. I saw him,
yeah. And then the co-main is Alexander Volkov taking on Waldo Cortez Acosta, who's also
a great
fighting? Fighter. No, it's Alexander Volkov. Not the great
Volk.
And then you got Jan
Is he fighting
Blanchard.
next month too? I think is he? It's not a title fight. It's just a fight.
It's just a fight night. But this is also good. JDM, the former welterweight champ, taking on Carlos Pratas as well. We got Killian Selkin. I think this is in Australia as well. So there's a couple of good fights. They just announced their the next 9 events in the UFC leading up to the UFC Freedom 250. Bilal Muhammad is also back in action before the White House card. You got Song Yadong taking on Davison Figueiredo. So there's a couple of good fights coming up these next couple of weeks. So it's exciting to see it, especially with the new Paramount Plus. I mean, I think some of them fights have kind of missed, but the main cards at least. The preliminary cards are always bangers, and early prelims, you got to watch those. I've said this multiple times.
Guys are fighting for
if you're not watching that, you got to watch those fights, ladies and gentlemen.
Fighting for the paycheck.
Mm-hmm. But that's right here, ladies and gentlemen, takes us to the end of this week's episode of the 2-Minute Warning. We appreciate all y'all for tuning in. Make sure you like this episode, subscribe to the podcast if you haven't, and then follow us on Instagram. We're trying to reach our goal of 300 followers by the beginning of the summer, by June. 300 followers. We're trying to do our Hot Ones challenge. I think we said 500 last week, but we were getting excited. We want to eat those wings already. Get us to 300 followers, and we will eat the Hot Ones challenge, bringing it to you live on twitch.tv/TonyTwoBeers. And then, of course, MLB season is going to be teeing off soon. So we will be doing our 9 hot dogs, 9 beers, 9 innings challenge live again at twitch.tv/TonyTwoBeers. So make sure you tune in for that. That's going to be a fun one when we get Stearns back on the podcast. And then like and follow our Instagram. Our TikTok. We're on YouTube with the episodes as well. All of it at the 2-Minute Warning. We are there. So just give us a follow. But the main one is the Instagram, _ the 2-Minute Warning. But what do you got to say for the people, Nate?
Y'all have a good one.
Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, and keep it locked here at the 2-Minute Warning. We'll see y'all in the next one. Later.